It took me forever, but we are finally prepared. I rated, I believe, 7 trial chambers. It's absolutely ridiculous. But we finally got our second Windburst 2 book. While doing it, though, we're up to 16 enchanted golden apples, which is ridiculous. And I got a second heavy core. We found a second heavy core before we got to Windburst 3. It's stupid. Also, bunch of emeralds, bunch of iron. Some more diamonds, not a whole ton though. Then just crap ton of heads. Almost every trial chamber I raided was cave spiders and stray, which was the most annoying combo to deal with. So it's constantly either slowed or poisoned. Then the one I found that wasn't that combination was bogged and regular spiders. So not much better, but it was better. But let's combine these. That's 8. I mean, it shouldn't be any different. Yeah. Windburst 3. We got to get our mace out of our ender chest. But once we have that, we'll be fully prepped. We're definitely not fighting the Warden to start the episode off, because that would just be stupid. But here we go. Windburst 3, Density 5, Unbreaking 3, Mending Mace. What do we want to call it? We have to name it. Maybe we do... I mean, obvious name would be like Bonk. Let's go. It's stupid. But we literally got this for one reason, and that's to bonk the Warden. So we have the Warden bonker. We have to test it out. Okay, let's put that there. Let's grab some wind charges just to make this easier to start. And then I guess best way to test it is on an iron golem. I mean, that's like the closest thing we can do without a boss fight. So, pumpkins. Grab a pumpkin. I think we have to carve said pumpkin. So, toss seeds in there. We don't need them. Okay. Well, it's almost night. So I'm going to sleep. And then we'll test this on an iron golem. Granted, this iron golem's not going to try and fight back. It's the closest thing we got to a warden. It is the morning. So, let's test this out. Before, I guess we should see if I launch. Okay, yeah, it works. So, first time spawning an iron golem, I guess. Oh, that launches us high. We'll definitely got to work on our timing. Overkill. There we go. What is that achievement necessarily? Deal 50 hearts of damage in a single hit using the mace. I imagine the mace is quite literally the only way to pull that off. Oh, throw a wind charge. Let's put those away. So, I guess now, let's set up the tree. I found the 2 skins I need. So, I'm going to... I guess I have to close the game out, swap my skin twice. We're not going to have any levels when we come back. Scene is pretty simple, but I'm happy with it. It's, if you're not, or if you don't recognize it, this is from Sword Art Online. It would have been like the 3rd season, I think. The start of the Alicization story. Probably butchered the pronunciation of that, but got the young Kirito with a sword chopping a tree. And then Yu-Gi-Oh! Just lounging with the axe. I know a lot of people aren't fans of SAO. But it was I started watching it. I think season 2 wasn't fully out when I started, but it was the first anime I watched fully through. Wasn't the first anime I ever watched, but the first one I watched fully through. While there are parts of it aren't great, I mean, the second half of season 1 is kind of weird. But especially the Aincrad arc is amazing. And then the whole of seasons 3 and 4, the whole Alicization story, I think is great. Of course, there are weird parts to that still. But I definitely put it on my list of favorites. So we got this set up. I'm not sure. I don't know what I want to do now. I might do building. I honestly have to look at my plans, see what comes next. We're not fighting the Warden next. I mean, I already said we're not starting out the episode like that, but I think we're going to end the episode with the Warden fight. So we still got some work to do before we get to that. Let's get to it. And the build is now done. At least the exterior. So you can tell it's pretty much a copy of that one. And literally the only difference is probably where the mossy cobble is. Because I didn't exactly copy that. I just placed it wherever I felt like it. That's what we did with that one as well. So, same concept at least. But yeah, interior right now is empty. I have an idea for what I want to do for this one. But I'm not set on it yet. So, how this is like the archaeologist or the cartographer, I guess combination of the two. Why are those like that? Something with that. I forget how I fixed it last time, but I can fix that. But anyways, well, this one's like archaeologist or whatnot. I think these ones are going to be, or this one, not these ones. There's only one. But I think it's going to be maybe, what's the word? Like an architect? I'm not sure how I would necessarily do that, though. So I can make map art for blueprints, but I don't want to do that. That would be a ridiculous amount. I don't know, because that'd be kind of... I can do, like, model builds using armor stands, but that's going to be a lot of work. Oh, no. I'm going to think about it. It might change. But I'll probably see you once I have this at least partially done, interior-wise. I've decided what the interior is gonna be. I don't know the exact layout, but I know the theme of it at least. And I've gathered some materials. So, this shulker is just the leftover materials from building the house itself, which we'll probably use a good amount of it for other stuff. And then this one. Bunch of ores, amethyst crystals, and then random rocks. Because I've decided this building is going to be a kind of combination geologist and I think spelunker is the proper term, but cave explorer. So I'm going to start decorating this. I can't guarantee we'll get it all done right now. But I also gathered a bunch of gold between the last clip and now. So I made 3 stacks of golden carrots because we were out. But without any further ado, let's get into it. This is the last area I'm going to touch. Because I am thinking about adding a staircase or something down. Because currently, anytime I want to go into my mine, I have to come running over here, jump into this water, swim all the way to this end, which then brings us into this water cave. Because the cave used to be like right here. But then we put the tree here and covered it up. But still, I mean, that wasn't much of an entrance. But it is a bit inconvenient having to jump into the water and swim all the way back. So we might do, granted this isn't, maybe 15 blocks closer I may do a staircase or something just going straight down. I don't even know where the actual mine section starts. I guess we do have some, or this is the end of it. Is this? No. Okay, so it's coming down. I don't think that's part of it. Where are we? Okay, I know where we are. So it goes in here. That's not actually... I mean, that is kind of far. Because that's the house over there. Where does the deep slate mine itself, or the diamond portion, is here? Which, if we go straight up, where does this end up? Actually, that is pretty good alignment. Dropping straight down there, it'll be, I mean, a little bit of a movement over, but that'll put us practically straight into the diamond portion of the mine. So it's not a bad idea. But now let's actually get into building this. I'm not sure how I want this to look. So there might be a couple clips from me doing this, might not. You might just see it once it's mostly completed. Because I have no idea how I want this to look. Alright, I have pretty much finished the interior. So let's go inside and take a look. So, first floor, got pile of granite, pile of andesite, couple details with the using armor stands for blocks to make them small. We got this little desk with copper and iron and brush sitting on it. And we got our geode section. I have no idea how this person was supposed to get the geode into here, but they managed it. So they got this chunk of geode, and then they're studying the different size of crystals. And I'm putting storage in here so we can put our geode related blocks in here. And then I was figuring we'll move our granite, diorite, andesite, and that over here. And this will probably be like derivatives of those three. And then upstairs, we got redstone and diamond on this side. Try not to show that yet. And then same thing on this side, which is with lapis and gold instead. But the... what would the term be? Centerpiece, I guess, of the upstairs, at least. I mean, I'd say the geode's centerpiece downstairs is our trophy case with our different cave-related mobs. So, silverfish head, two different types of spider head, slime head. We got the slight bar across the top, which we still have to put the middle piece in. But we can't quite do that yet, because we need our fifth head. Which we don't have yet, though we will have just a little bit. Because our fifth and final head is going to be a Warden head right in the center of this case. So I think I'm as prepared as I'm going to be to take on the Warden. So let's go grab our mace and wind charges and go back to the ancient city. I have made it back to the ancient city where this all began. Where I first got my Sculk infection. Saying I am extremely nervous about this would be an understatement. My heart is racing. But I've already got the area prepped. So in that wool box is the only shrieker in this area. I've removed any nearby Sculk sensors. And I've made this little pit with an iron golem in it. So that hopefully the Warden goes after the golem into the pit. I activated one shrieker on the way down here. So I should have to activate this 3 times to get the Warden to show up. I'm hoping it spawns down here somewhere and not up there. I really don't want to do this. But this is the last thing I can think of. If my calculations are right, we should have to get 5 hits with the mace. So that is with full extension. And I don't know if we will launch fully with the ceiling here. It looks like we should. But I am nervous. Let's activate it once. I do have full bright on, so you can actually see while I'm in here this time. Two. My heart is racing. I can feel it. Please let this work. Where's it gonna come up? Right there. Let's try and get away. See if he comes after the golem. He's coming this direction. That's good. He's going. He's in the pit. That is 1. 2. 3. Totem popped. 4. Oh no! We got this. The mace is down. Maybe we can get it. My heart is racing. It slayed us, but did we get it? No, it's still there. Oh no. Can the Warden regenerate? I hope it can't. This isn't much. But if we can't get our mace, our axe is our only chance. See, it looks like our mace and our sword are in there with it. I'm running out of... We have a spare sword. We have an axe. That's smite. Hopefully this axe will... We're burning through everything we got. He should be so close. Please. All we have is our iron sword. We have one chance at this. I'm just gonna run in and repeatedly punch him. Let's pick up what we can of our stuff. We're not doing much, but this is all we got. We are doing damage. If we can kill him with our fist, even better. We will not give up. We have gone too far for it. My heart is still racing. Can we, like... Let's see if we can find our sword. Hopefully drop in where that is. Is that it? That should have been more damage. Where's our sword now? There it is. There we go. Oh my. We have killed the Warden. It took everything in me. Sculk is still there. But I can feel a tingling on my whole right side. It feels like it did when I was first infected and the Sculk grew. Hopefully this doesn't mean the Sculk is getting stronger. Let's get out of here. It seems that killing the Warden has worked almost perfectly. All the Sculk is gone from my body itself, but my one eye seems to still be infected, which I think may be a side effect of being repeatedly killed by the Warden in our attempt to kill it. I think that may have permanently left its mark on us. But we're going to need to do some research. So I'm going to build a better lab where we can brew potions, do run tests, try and get rid of this Sculk eye. But our body itself is better. It is so nice to not be covered in that anymore. But let's go upstairs and put our last trophy in its place. So, we got... those are there. The Warden head is right here, which we can put on. Then let's crouch. I'm trying to remember. So no gravity. Stand invisible. Trying to remember what it is. Minus 1.4? No. Minus 2.4. Yeah, that is exactly where it's supposed to be. And we messed it up though. Luckily, we can do this. Warden, modify, lock. Now we got our Warden skull in our trophy case. Let's complete this. And I think this build is 100% finished. Now, as I did say in the last episode, that this episode would have a pretty big announcement. And that announcement, well, I mean, it is big that we got rid of the Sculk. That is not the announcement. The announcement is that this series is going to be put on hold. The plan right now is for 2, at least maybe 3 months, possibly even longer. It really depends. My channel's not going to stop for that time, because should be episode 1 coming out on Monday. We got a new series starting. And for the next couple of months, that is going to be the priority for the channel. It's not just going to run for that 2 or 3 months, because it's going to become a hopefully permanent series alongside of this. Just want to get started, get my roots grown before we try to divide our attention between 2 separate series. Granted, little over a month, I do have another short series planned, but that's going to be fun. Got a couple friends, and we're going to try and do a Pixelmon thing. That should be starting in March, I believe. So look forward to that. Make sure to watch the channel for Monday for the first episode of that series, because it's going to be fun. It's something new, something we haven't done on the channel before. And I don't know how many or how long I've been doing this. It's been 2 or 3 years at least. I honestly don't remember. But it is new. It's something fresh. Something I'm super excited for. So, if you enjoyed this, or you're just happy I finally dealt or got this Sculk mostly gone, make sure to hit that like button down there. And if you want to know once this series continues again, or you want to watch the new series coming out on Monday, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Now, while I'm doing the new series, this series will still be I'm going to work on it. I plan on doing some builds in the background. So once you see this world again, it might look drastically different. I don't know. That's the plan. But I might get fully absorbed in the new series. So, I hope you enjoyed. I'm stoked for both the new series and for once we continue this. It's going to be great getting to actually explore the world without worrying about this Sculk anymore. But I hope to catch you on the next one. And remember, beware what lurks in the shadows.